Hey guys, from just across the street from the World Bank headquarters and just down from the White House, I have had, well, a very long, arduous day of doing absolutely nothing. Just lots of little errands that at the end of the day, it's kind of like, what have I done all day that's kept me so busy? So now I'm out. The weather is gorgeous. It's 78, 79 degrees, very little humidity. And I'm going to go out for a walk. So this giant building here is the headquarters of the World Bank. Now, the World Bank is a collection of different governments donating money to help out other governments building projects for development, poverty, electricity, stuff like that. Each country that's a member donates in proportion to their economy. So the United States is the largest donor. I think China is now the second largest donor, second or third. Japan is up there, whatnot. Though some countries don't actually fulfill their treaty obligations and leave the bank with a little bit of money missing. So today's exercise in laziness is to find a bicycle that already has the seat basically at my height. So let's wait for the light. Try not to die. Not gonna make it. So that's the Eisenhower Executive Office building. That is where the majority of the president's staff is actually based. His schedulers, his correspondence office, security, policy people, liaison offices, they're all based in that building. That used to be the Secretary of the Navy Department, and then I think it was the State Department for a while. And in the 1970s, they talked about tearing that building down, but they stopped it. The preservationists were able to keep it alive, and now it's one of the more iconic looking buildings in Washington, D.C., and it's just next to the White House. So this is Blair House. I've shown you many times. I haven't shown you this in a while. This is the plaque for Leslie Caulfield. He was a security officer who was killed in the line of duty right here, protecting the President of the United States from a terrorist attack. It was President Truman, and the terrorists were Puerto Rican nationalists who tried to break in, and he fought them off but died in defending the President. So that plaque remains here as a memorial to him. He wasn't technically Secret Service because back then the White House external security was handled by I think it was called the White House Police, which was part of the DC Police Department back then, I believe. But then the Uniform Division of the Secret Service took over that responsibility. Things are quiet now. The helicopter's coming in though in a few hours. Oh, we got the Truth Conductor playing his music again. Messing with the YouTube algorithm. Oh, sounded like a bit of a crowd over there. We'll go over there later. God, it's gorgeous out. He plays that music all the time. So here on Pennsylvania Avenue, passing in front of the Department of the Treasury. Turn over a $10 bill and you'll see the same view on the back of a US $10 bill. Oh, how am I gonna get out of here? They're gonna like pop up the barriers after this car goes by. I'll wait. Wait, there they go. Once they're up, then I know where I'm gonna aim. So yesterday we did a live video down here and I took you over to FBI headquarters. A lot of you were asking if the FBI building was boarded up. And I showed you around that there were certainly some entrances that were still open and there were some entrances that were closed. But as it was a live video with my phone, it was a little jittery and bumpy. So you know what, I thought, let's go back today and I'll give you guys a much better, slower view, so you guys can see a little bit more clearly. What street am I on? Yeah, this is F. So this is F Street. I need to cut down one block to get to E, to get to the FBI headquarters. This is 11th, and again, another red light. Ugh. Some of you guys get really mad when I go through the red lights. Maybe I should just turn the camera off. And will you look at that? We're on the other side of the street. We didn't break a single traffic law. Kind of. Yeah, we just magically teleported across that intersection. So guys, we're at 10th and F. Very historic part of downtown DC. Because right here on the left is the Ford's Theater. This is the theater where Abraham Lincoln was shot by John Wilkes Booth. His body was pulled out of the Ford's Theater and taken over to this house, Dr. Peterson's house. And this is the house where Lincoln died. You can tour both of these today. They're both run by the National Park Service. They're closed due to COVID, like everything else. But they're still here. They haven't been torn down. Now, a building that is about to be torn down, maybe, kinda, is this building, the FBI headquarters. This building is on the block. It is so beat up and old and too small that they want to replace it, remove it, renovate it. It's been a long, long political battle. Right now, it's still being used as FBI headquarters, but I saw that they're doing some emergency type maintenance work, and then they're going to decide in the next 90 days what they do with the building long term. There's a lot of pressure to move to the suburbs. Okay, so here we are on 10th Street. 10th Street is the public, or the employees' entrance. So you see all these people coming out of the gate here. This is the main gate for employees to go in and out to work. And it's also the parking garage gate. Do I get hit? Those are police cars. And then over here is another employee exit. And then down here is the appointments entrance. This is on Pennsylvania Avenue. Yesterday we saw people coming in and out of the appointments entrance. It's open, kind of. There's a lot of signs saying use this door, use that door. Let's go around down here. So now we're down at 9th and Pennsylvania, and this is where I found all the construction equipment. So these doors are closed. Actually, there's gates in there. And here at 935 Pennsylvania Avenue, you see a bunch of construction equipment. I read that they have like a $5 million renovation thing, which $5 million in DC doesn't buy diddly. So I kind of figured they're just doing some like emergency type maintenance. I'm not sure though. But you can see there's like fences and scaffolding down on this side. It's kind of closed off down here in this corner. The flag's still up though. The FBI flag is still up there. Wow, there's a lot of cars here. Hang on a second. And the sidewalk's closed. You know what? I'm gonna go around the other way. That way I could take you back by the entrances, yeah? That's the archives. And that building also closed due to COVID. Department of Justice across the street. All right, here we go. FBI. J. Edgar Hoover FBI building. Now you can see what we call these flower pots here. Flower pots are kind of spread all over. They're actually car bomber defense. They want to stop car bombers, so they put these flower pots at all the entrances. Now this is pretty common at a lot of buildings in Washington, to have flower pots or rocks. It looks kind of dumb. Now you see over here also there's FBI police. This is a security force that guards the FBI headquarters building. I guess they're a federal police force, kind of. Oof. Oh, cars coming out. We have to wait. Employees coming out. You must get tired of saying that. So up here though, you see this entrance is closed. See, it's got a big wooden boards blocking the entrance to that part of the building. And as we go down E Street, you're gonna see a lot more of this. And I think this is what's caused some of the confusion. People have seen these boards and are saying the FBI is boarded up. Well, technically that's correct. It is boarded up. But it's worth noting, it's been boarded up for a while. So let me stop here. Yeah, see these gates have like a little yellow chain. And there you can see, can you see? Should I switch cameras? Maybe I should. So there you can see the boards. They're actually kind of like architecturally pretty, kind of. So this is all boarded up, as is this entrance over here and the one down there. That seems to be where you go for tours down here. Let's go take a look. Hang on a second, that was really weird. There's a plaque here. Fraternal Order Knights of Pythias was founded on this site in 1864. The hell are the Knights of Pythia? Oh, look at that, there's the FBI guy. They got like big things on the wall there. There's the boards again. What the hell's a Pythia? I've never heard of Knights of Pythia. All right, let's go. So down here is where you used to get the FBI public tour. And from what I know, the public tour hasn't been going on in a long time, but maybe they started it up again. Again, this door up here is boarded up. It's got the big wood paneling. And this whole entrance over on this side is boarded up. Nobody can get through this side. And then we're back over to 9th Street where we saw the construction. Now, I did a little quick rundown on Google. I went to Google Street Maps and I went back in time. For those of you who don't know, you can go through Google Street Maps and you can go back to all the photos they've taken of a certain building. I went back to 2007, and do you know what I saw? I saw these same boards back in 2007. Now over here, this looks like the construction area. This is probably new. But those brown boards over the door, I noticed those on Google Street Maps from 2007. So I don't think those are the new boards people are talking about. That entrance down there is open. Unless there's some other new boards I just couldn't see. And we've been around the building twice now, so. Anyway, I hope that kind of explains what's going on. You guys have now seen it yourself. And like, I'm gonna put a link in the description so you guys can go directly to the Google Street View and you can look at, I think it's like 2007, 2008, 2011, 2013. There's like all these different views you can look at through Google Street View, and you'll see those boards there. Whoa. Okay. Alrighty. Let's see, where else can we go today? Let's go down to the mall. It's actually a really nice day. It feels like a nice fall day, like you're on the quad at your university campus, just sort of kicking back in the grass. You got people preaching, you got junk food for sale. Just a normal kind of school day. Wow, this grass is really thick. Look at that. It's like lush. All right, you guys want to go up to the Capitol? Yeah, we can do that. Still want to find a bike though. I want to find an electric. The softball season hasn't kicked off, I don't think. Well, these guys are maybe playing. Softball is a big game on Capitol Hill. Different offices put together teams. So like the tax committee will play the defense committee, who will play the senator's office, who will play the leadership office, and these big winner-take-all bragging rights softball games. Whoa. The congressmen actually have a baseball game every year for charity, which was kind of fun because a couple of the congressmen used to be Major League Baseball players. And they would just like come out and dominate. One was like a Hall of Fame pitcher, I remember. That's the Dwight Eisenhower Memorial. That's our newest memorial here in Washington, D.C. Kind of soft, quiet, not like blaringly huge or anything like that. Kind of like the FDR Memorial. Subdued, I guess is the word I'm looking for. Whoa. So you can see here the Air and Space Museum under a lot of repairs right now. I think this is the most popular museum. This was the most popular museum, and then Jurassic Park came out, and suddenly the Natural History became the most popular museum because everybody wanted to see dinosaurs. I'm not sure who's in the lead right now. Here we go into the Smithsonian Castle, kind of the headquarters of the Smithsonian. That's the Museum of African Art. Whoa. Nice garden. So you see this castle on like the Smithsonian magazine. If you watch like Smithsonian TV channel, this castle is kind of like the iconic image of the Smithsonian. Alrighty, let's make our way down to the memorials. So this is American History Museum. This is really got a look. I think this is reopened, as has that one over there. That's the African American History Museum. That one is reopened. Both of those are timed entry permits, though. You have to get a ticket to go in. And getting a ticket right now is like, well, I think the next available tickets are mid-July or August for both of those museums. Kind of sucks. Someone said that there was a bunch of National Guard soldiers coming to DC for Noble Eagle. Operation Noble Eagle is the air defense system for DC. It's been around for a while. It's a post 9/11 kind of thing. And I saw like, someone said like North Dakota National Guard, like an air defense unit is coming to man the air defense units here. There are missiles here in DC. In fact, there's missiles on this building over here. I don't think we can see them though. Ah. So over here, I showed you the old Executive Office Building, now known as the Eisenhower Executive Office Building, but there's also one called the new Executive Office Building. And the new Executive Office Building is unique because it has a missile battery on the roof, anti-aircraft missiles. You don't really see them that often though, because they're kind of in a down position. But whenever there's like an emergency alert, like when the aircraft comes into space, they pop up and the press will take pictures of them. Let me Google and see if I can find a picture of it. You can see it on Google Maps. If you know where to look on Google Maps, you can see the missile battery up on top of this building. So that red building, the big tall red building behind these trees, oh, that's the dog. So the big red building behind this small red building is the new Executive Office Building. And on the roof of that is the missile battery. Yep, got a hockey game going. Oh, he missed it. So, if you like roller hockey, come to Washington, bring your skates. So I was actually going to 7-Eleven to get breakfast or dinner, I can't remember what this is. And I saw a bunch of police cars lining up, motorcycles, bicycles. It was a motorcade, you knew it.